Okay, let's read the directions. Find the slope of the line, so I know this is important. They want me to find the slope. Find the slope of the line that passes through the points 19, negative 16, and negative 7, negative 15. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is write down my formula for slope. Since they gave me the coordinates, I'm going to go ahead and do this algebraically. So slope is the change in y, which is y2 minus y1, over the change in x, which is x2 minus x1. Okay, so it's the ratio comparing the change in y over the change in x on a graph that's rise over run. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and plug in. It's y minus y. I always do left to right, so this is x1, y1, although I actually do it x2, y2. But what's important is that the first number in the coordinate is x, and the second number in the coordinate is y. Okay, so m, which is what is standardly used for slope, y, I'm going to take the first y, negative 16 minus the second y. Now my second y is negative, so I have to be careful. This is minus. I haven't written down the negative yet. It's negative 16 minus negative 15. Okay, sometimes parentheses will help make sure you're being more clear here. Okay, the formula has a minus in it. So negative 16 minus negative 15. Okay, let's do the x's. X, the first one, because I always go left to right, 19 minus, again, this x coordinate is negative. So, again, if parentheses help, please use them. Okay, 19x minus negative 7, which is the second x. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and simplify. When I subtract a negative, this becomes plus, so negative 16 plus 15. I have negatives and positives, so I'm really finding the difference, which is 1, and I have more negatives, so negative 1. Over this minus a negative, that also becomes positive, so it's 19 plus 7, which is 26. I can't simplify this. I am going to go ahead and check with the calculator, though, that I did my math right. Some students want to do the numerator, push enter, check that, the denominator, push enter, check that. I want you to start understanding how to enter these. Let's see if I slide this over. How to enter these correctly on the calculator. So slope, is a fraction, it's a ratio, so basically I have to tell the calculator that I'm supposed to take the quotient, divide the two differences. In other words, I got to tell it order of operations. Notice I just used all those special terms because what we need to insert here to tell the calculator to do this correctly is do everything in the numerator first, do everything in the denominator second, and the last thing to do is divide. Because see, the calculator doesn't have a fraction button. It only has a division button. So you got to tell it it's a fraction. So I'm going to do it. I'm not going to use the parentheses around the numbers we substituted. I'm going to come up here to my point, and I'm going to look at the coordinates, and I'm going to do y negative 16 minus, and then I come to my y over here, negative 15. Close my parentheses. It's a fraction, so I got to tell the calculator do everything in the denominator before that division, so I have to use parentheses. The left one, 19 minus the right one, negative 7. Close the parentheses. Okay, so just to make sure you understand what's going on here, I'm using these parentheses around the numerator and the denominator to tell the calculator to do the fraction last. Excuse me. When I enter it, I get a decimal. So math, I go on my calculator to math. Number 1 is fraction. Enter. Okay, negative 126. That's what I got here.